Intermittent fasting is part of an eat right and exercise approach to fitness, and I have a few tricks that make it work for me that I'd like to share with you. If you're not familiar with intermittent fasting, it's an eating pattern that cycles between periods of fasting and eating. You see the chart at the bottom, there's 7 days of eating. The blue bars are normal calorie intake, and that's broken up by 1 day of fasting, which is a drastically reduced calorie intake day. And that's essentially the pattern that we're talking about. Intermittent fasting doesn't specify which foods you should eat. It's not a diet, but it does guide you when to eat. There are several approaches to intermittent fasting. A common approach is the 16-hour fast, where you essentially skip breakfast and lunch. There's the 24-hour fast, which is no food all day. You could potentially skip lunch and dinner and then skip the following day's breakfast to get to your 24 hours. You could also do a limited calorie approach. So, a typical day, you may eat 2,000 or more calories. And on your fast day, you'd limit yourself to 500 calories, for example. And then repeat this once or twice per week. Though personally, fasting is not easy. And so I'm happy if I do this once or twice per month. But it's worth it. There's some benefits. The obvious one is weight loss or controlling your weight. There are other changes in your body. I've read about human growth hormone increases, insulin levels dropping to make stored body fat more accessible, and so on. And then there are a lot of people around the world that fast for spiritual or religious reasons, and that can provide clarity of mind or humility. And so the point here is fasting is pretty common. Our bodies are made to do it, but it's not easy. And so that's why I wanted to share a few takeaways from my experience intermittent fasting. The first one is thinking about cutting calories or dieting every day uh, can be for me a little bit stressful, or many days I fail, and so thinking about eating normally most of the week and then periodically focusing on one day to fast is for me an easier way to approach it. I prefer the full day fast. It's a bigger commitment and it feels like an accomplishment every time I do it. In my head, I think I can do anything for one day, and so it's not easy, but I can do it with the focus. But I've tried it more often than I've succeeded, and I found that there's a point or several points during the day where I really want to have a snack or just stop the fast. And so to help me get through it, my backup is to have a safe food like a carrot or an apple, something crunchy and healthy. And if at the end of the day all I did was eat one carrot, I feel like a success. But I was able to cheat a little bit, and and so have a safe food if you need it. As well, don't get dehydrated doing a fast. Drink water, keep your body full and functioning. For me, on a fast day, a little lemon or lime juice in your water really feels like cheating. And so, do whatever it takes, but just don't forget to drink water while you're fasting. I've also noticed when I do an intermittent fast that I have some bad habits around snacking. I'll get up out of my chair and walk to the kitchen, look in the fridge, look in the pantry, and grab whatever's easy to eat. And so part of the fasting is to break that habit. And so I'll make sure the kitchen is clean. I'll think about rather than going to the kitchen, maybe walk around the neighborhood or go in the driveway and shoot some baskets or try to juggle or something else besides just making a beeline for the kitchen whenever I need a mental break. So think about that this can help you break some bad habits as well. At some point during the day, I'll want to cheat or quit fasting. It gets hard, but I find that at that point, if I brush my teeth or use mouthwash or floss or whatever, I have not only better dental hygiene that day, but it helps motivate me for another hour or so. I don't want to brush my teeth and then go eat. And so, as you're trying to get through your day of fasting, you may find that brushing your teeth an extra time or two can help you, at least for a short stretch. And then my final takeaway is that it's a lot of effort to on any fast day, at least for me. And so don't waste the effort. You know, the next morning after a fast, I find that I'm more disciplined, at least for a couple more days. I want to keep eating healthy, and so it's not just the day of fasting, but beyond that, it helps me make better eating decisions. So that's a great benefit of intermittent fasting. So I'm curious if you're watching this and you're experienced with intermittent fasting, what works for you? Share some comments down below. Otherwise, I appreciate your time watching this. Thanks.